Hey guys, welcome to my first painting tutorial. Today we're going to be painting my Nurgle Great Demon. This model is from the ultraforge range, but these techniques can be applied with any colour range and any model. So first, what you want to do when working with resin is to give it a wash in warm soapy water to remove all the mould release, otherwise the paint just simply won't stick to the model. So I'll give you a quick layout of what colours I was going to use, but here's a quick view of just the model itself. Okay, so the colours we're going to use are French blue, the green zinc, white, black, burnt umber and rust, and these are all from the Vallejo Model Air range. So here we go guys, this is just the base coats, and to start with the skin, this is just the first under layer. I used after priming it in the Vallejo Model Air grey, I applied it with a mix of the green zinc and the white in a ratio of 2:1 to the whole model. This is just to underlay a neutral ground so I can work on top with the various colours like purples, blues, greens and some other browns, get in there with some shading and pick out some of the further detail. Okay, so the armour plating started off as a base coat of the black from the Vallejo Model Air range, and to get a slight highlight I started off with a wet blend of the mix of the black and the burnt umber, then a further decreasing layer of the burnt umber, and then another wet blend of burnt umber, and this time the rust colour. This was just to get a slow colour transition between the highlight and the base colour, and I'm going to be going back over this with washes, cleaning it up, pigments, and then a further highlight, that sort of thing. After the armour base colour was done, I decided that I'd been a bit messy. I went back, cleaned up the skin, gave it another layer of green-white mix, but not taking care to keep the ratios as the same, because I wanted to achieve the natural variation of shades and colour tones that appear in the skin. And I will utilise these patches later on in the painting process. So here you can see the close-up of the transition between the black and the rust colour, and I think it's worked out pretty well, and I think with a wash it will look very rusty and dirty, and that will be the colour scheme for all the armour across all my models from my army. Here's a bit of better lighting, and you can see just the transition between the colours. I may go over and redo some parts, as I think the transition is too small and I want a further gradual shade, and the edges are picked up with a bit of rust and white, just in little tiny marks, just to add some texture to the armour. And finally, for the wide open guts and all the gore that's coming out, I decided to base coat this in the French blue colour mixed with a bit of the white. This is purely because blue is a nice shadow colour, and I'm going to be using that to highlight up from with a range of purples, reds, browns, further blues and pinks, just to get that gore, natural gore colour. And Obviously the bones, the nails, that kind of thing were base coated in white, so I can go up and highlight into the bone shades, get the kind of beigey colours to get that natural bone look. So guys, I'll leave you with the final rotation of my model so far. Sorry it's not much, I've been really busy at the moment, but as I've broken up for summer, should be able to get a lot more painting done, and I'll let you know as it goes. So thanks for watching guys, and stay tuned for the next update where I'll have my highlights, all the leathers done, and a lot more skin tone done. So, see you then.